So this is a program we hatched out of early discussions from COVID. When we were looking around the state of Oregon and paying attention to how the state's COVID response was rolling out, it was very hospital-centric. It did not really take into account the fact that there were family physicians, community clinicians ready and waiting to help. One thing that Oregon did that I think was very admirable was that they centered their response around community-based organizations, sort of culturally specific community-based organizations that were really connected to the most vulnerable folks in the state. And we realized that what we were hearing from the folks of the state was that those CBOs were getting questions from the populations they were interacting with around health issues that they could not answer. So we thought, boy, wouldn't it be neat if the doctors and the community-based organizations could have better connections? And how can we work as an organization to foster those connections? What sort of emerged over those discussions was, what if we started a program that would allow us to pair someone from our membership with a community-based organization to address some kind of health-related social need in the community? We reached out to and found funding from 7 different organizations, including the AAFP Foundation, in that first year. And that was very exciting. And we felt like the fact that we had funding from so many different sources was validation that we were onto something. And our first cohort included 5 physicians from kind of all over the state. We had one on the coast. We had one in Eugene, which is a university town, and a couple in the metro area.
I was able to help encourage my local clinicians to become trained on talking to patients about suicide and suicidal awareness, in addition to the staff who generally take the phone calls or are the first people to find out about a suicidal patient. Through the work with the Lebanon Area Mental Health Alliance, I also help support them through a suicide awareness walk, and we're in the process of creating a grief support group for patients.
And the reason I began my project with Latino Network was because I had heard from somebody at AAFP that Latino Network was struggling to get vaccines from public health. And so they were looking for source of vaccines and also a messenger around vaccines.
Being part of the primary care behind the clinic walls cohort has helped bring joy and excitement into my practice and has helped me see that not only are some of the goals that I would like to achieve possible, but that I can set other goals, and they're all probably possible.
It's a way to think outside of the box and outside clinic walls so that there's a way to get care for our patients outside the exam room.
So for me, ultimately, it brings it back to why I became a family physician, and I think this project really reinvigorates that.
The intention was that we would try to see how far we could take this notion that a physician's role in the community could go beyond their clinic walls, hence the name, and be able to tell this story. Part of what we promised all of our funders is that we would tell this story to other chapters. It's proving to do what we thought it would do, and we're really excited to be able to share it with this group. A tremendous thank you. It is such a lovely use of the funds of our community to be able to support their colleagues on work like this, to support chapters, even small ones like mine, as we take on what seem like kind of daunting projects, to be honest. It's validation in a lot of ways that we're onto something, and I would say that it's allowing us to do exactly what we told our funders we would do, which is share this story and help to expand awareness of the potential for partnerships like this. We're working on funding for year 3, and having this award under our belt is very helpful for that. And yeah, we're thrilled to be able to share this with the family medicine community more than anybody else, because we have such a great community within the chapters and within the community of members and donors to the foundation that we really hope that folks will be inspired by this to see what they might be able to do with this kind of model in their own communities.